anything he wants, which it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Hello, Royals. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and we are definitely back on this beautiful day today. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for showing up because you could have been doing so many other things, but you decided to come on over here and vibe with the Queen. Now, today on the agenda, we are adding a few more people on the agenda. This is so interesting because we are about to have a conversation about individuals accepting money to go against their own. Okay. Now, there are allegedly supporters out here that are supporting creators, and some people are now saying that, you know, we have individuals that are not for the people, and they're trying to put us against one another and this, that, and the third. But I just feel like this, for these creators to be sitting up out here, they got all the tea, they got all this knowledge, they got all the common sense in the world until it comes to common sense, right? They got common sense until it's time to utilize common sense. And apparently, you know, we got all these sellouts that are coming forward that are mad at Queen Tulsa. What you mad at me for? I didn't do anything to you. You decided to take that money. You decided to go at people because you had got to pay. You had just received pay to go at somebody for no damn reason. For no reason at all. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. Hold on, y'all. What just happened? What just happened? Here, this is what we're going to do right here. Give me a second. This is what we're going to do right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hopefully, hopefully we're now connected. Y'all, give me 1 second. Production is trying to pull up something for me. Okay. Hold on. I'm not really sure what is going on right now. You guys give me 1 second. I'm going to cut up the music and I'll be right back. Bear with. All right, and we are back. Yes, we are. We are back. And back to the topic of conversation. Yes, back with the topic of conversation. Okay, so a lot of individuals are out here just really upset. They are very, very, very much so upset. And the reason why is because their handler, whom was sponsoring them, is has actually bagged up. And I think a lot of their supporters like really falling down because people are really seeing like who these people are, you know? They're really figuring out who these people are and how they are, oh, excuse me, how they're rolling. Hmm. Oh, absolutely. But when you have a master, when you are serving, when you are serving someone else, you did it all for malicious reasons, and now you guys are mad because payday is over. The business closed down. Why are you mad? You willingly took the money from that woman. You knew what the agenda was. You knew what the assignment was. And now you want some sympathy from the people? No. You appreciated Massa when you was getting those cash apps. You sold out. Just admit it. Say, listen, I could really, really kind of see where y'all would be coming from if y'all would just simply open up and say, hey, I sacrificed my soul, my integrity for $1. For $1.
Anything he want with you, there ain't nothing you can do
The
about it.
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my
If
cabin.
I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
better learn. You best learn, or you gonna get the bloody back for sure.
And just like that, and just like that, y'all are always going to get the short end of the stick when you compromise your morals, your values. Like, let's be real. What good did you expect out of that? So you were down to do the dirty work, but when payday came around, oh, now you upset. Now you're upset. We all have choices. We all have choices. And let's see here, these people, they investigate so much on YouTube. Y'all didn't know who y'all was dealing with. So y'all going to expect the supporters to be like, oh, well, they didn't know. They so smart on every other thing. They know how to get in everybody else's business, but they were slow on this one. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. There's no way that you can tell me that you know about racism, you know about Karens, because they're plastered all over social media. But you couldn't recognize when you allegedly were dealing with one. Now a person is this, that, the third, and all this and that. But they wasn't none of that when you was getting that money. They wasn't none of that when you was getting that money from them. Let's get into that part. Let's talk about that. Everybody's so smart until it's time to be smart. Y'all are mad that your massa stopped paying you. Now you got to really get it from the dirt. Now you got to really get it from the mud. See, it's no problem with me being in that position because I've always got it out the mud and will continue to get it out the mud. I don't have to walk around in big packs of people or go and recruit people to go up against other people. I'm a one-lady show. One-lady show, my love. I don't have to bend and conform to something that I'm just not cool with. I'm not afraid to say, no, I'm not cool with that. I'm good on that. No, thank you. And listen, they got paid. They got paid. That's what they're failing to tell y'all. They telling y'all, but they not telling y'all. See, if whoever got paid from that lady Deanna, they need to come out and give y'all a full explanation of why they dealt with her. And these are smart individuals. They're so smart they can spot a Karen, they can report a Karen, but why couldn't they report that one? Wasn't that Karen behavior? Putting black people against other black people, ain't that what y'all say that that's what they do? Hello? But no, you needed a massa. Listen here, y'all might be buying that BS from them, but I'm not. I'm not buying it. They so smart, but they didn't know when they was dealing with a Karen. Are you kidding me? Listen here. I know. A lot of people are going to get offended. Oh, well, she's only acting like that because such and such. Girl, real is real, right is right, wrong is wrong, and the truth don't change. You enjoyed being masses house person, because that's what I'm gonna call y'all. I'm gonna call y'all house persons. You were interested in being a house person for someone that was sending you money. And you helped their entertainment. You went after the subject of which they were not happy with. Now say you didn't. Say you didn't. It didn't take much for you. Baby, let's do this commercial. We'll be right back.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about it.
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my
If
cabin.
I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
better learn. You best learn, or you gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Now get into that. Get into that. It doesn't take much for them. You know, everybody want to get that dollar. Everybody want to outshine the next person. But what they're failing to tell you is they're shining, but they're not telling you how they're shining. They are over here bowing down and compromising themselves to get that dollar. Now, one thing I can say, I ain't never been paid to go after nobody, and I won't be paid to go after nobody. If you got something that you want to say, baby, get on out there and tell them. I'll give you the platform. No, I'm not doing nobody's dirty work. I'm not doing nobody's dirty work. You got an issue with such and such. Okay, well, let me see if I can get such and such over here so y'all can have a conversation and y'all can work it out. Ain't no money had to be exchanged. But see, it's the love. People always say money is the root of all evil. No, it's the love of money that make individuals get down and dirty and become evil. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Everybody's smart. Everybody grown. You can't tell me nothing. But you out here getting paid from massa. You got a massa. And you sit back, and once you get that money, oh baby, you start counting it up. You start thinking about what you gonna spend it on. And as soon as all the money's gone, then you're back on here ready to do it again. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. All money ain't good money. We're going to say it again. All money isn't good money. Let's talk about it. If I have somebody that I know of that's ready to leap right into Master's pocket because they're in a tizzy, why not pray? Why not go to the church, or why not go out and look for resources? Why resort to that? That's that bottom of the barrel mentality. I'm going to sit out here and act like I'm pro-black, but I'm going to go at all my black people. And Master's paying me too.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
it. Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my
I
cabin.
crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn, or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
And listen here, I don't care who sees it. I'ma call you out. Danny Robertson, AT2, and everybody else that was receiving money from her. Everybody, you're guilty. You're guilty. I don't care how you want to play it. Y'all set up here and dox me and everything. I ain't doxed now one of y'all. I ain't doxed now one of y'all. I ain't on nobody damn side. I'm on my side. When it was time, when everybody was going up against me, y'all went out here. Y'all didn't have my back. Y'all sat back and y'all laughed. I don't care. I'm not here for friends. My friends were already made. That's y'all that likes to get each other's number and be on the phone and gossip this and gossip that. That's not me. I work with two creators and we do business together. There's no contracts involved. We're not on the phone every day, but we can still do business. The Monday primetime mixer, Yusuf and Couture Bay, there's no contracts involved. I deal with people that got shit to lose. If you ain't got nothing to lose, get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
it. Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
All right, so point number two. Point number two. Anytime that I've dealt with any content creator, they can't come on here and tell you anything about me because I don't tell them any of my business. And these people, they so lost in the sauce. They be so pumped up and excited to have somebody on their panel and this, that, and the third. I don't care if it's one person over here. I don't care if it's one person over here. I'm going to put on the show. I'm not pandering. I'm not out there. Oh, y'all pick me. Send me the money. I'll do it, massa. Now, we got other people that's doing that job. I'm good. I've been myself since I came on here. A lot of these people can't say that. As a Black trans woman, open and honest. Shout out to Monica from All About the Tea. Go check out the website, All About the Tea. Listen here, I learned from the best. I got my mic from the best. Because I deserve the best. I deserve the best. People be trying to figure me out. Stop trying! Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I'm not bending or folding for any one of you. And I don't care how many times y'all dox me. I don't care what y'all say about me because that's none of my business. That's how you feel. That ain't how I feel. That ain't how I feel. I'm doing the work. I'm getting my therapy. Yeah. And then listen, they sit up here. This is what they did. These individuals on here. They sat up here and they sat back, they watched me. Some even have tried to mimic me in my style and what I do. Listen here. When God created Queen Tulsa, baby, he created a queen, baby. And I listen, and I'm forever grateful for it. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't, not at all. But the lengths that you go to and how you get it, that's your way. I prefer to do it an honest way. I prefer to do it an honest way. Listen, I understand I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I am going to be somebody's shot of tequila. Okay? You better listen. Listen, somebody's going to be trying to drive the boat. Okay? Get into that. But it's so interesting that the truth is coming out about all these people. See, they were getting away with it all last year and the year before, and we didn't know any of it. The year 2024, baby, the truth is coming out. So I'll be trying to get up under that cabinet. They'll be trying to hide up under the tub, get off and under that bed. And you got to come out and you got to face reality. Because what you put out will come back. Let's be honest. Let's be cool. Let's be fair. As a woman, I can apologize. Now, peep this out. That situation when Jaguar and her husband, and I was like, oh, I'm going to cook you some meal. I'm going to cook you some food and this, that, and the third. That was to lure him over to my platform to get an interview. Never ever did I want that man. Listen here, if he's a problem for her, he'll be a super problem for me. And the thing is, I'm already happy. Listen, I'm happy over here. I don't want your man because I got it like that. And it don't even have to be like that. Yo, man, he was calling me back. He said I was fine, as a matter of a fact. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we all saw what happened to Wendy. And on that note, how you doing? Here's a word from Wendy.
In November, a black Porsche drove in my driveway to do a K-turn. It slowed down. It just so happens I was home. And I was at a particular window where I could see. It was a woman who was with a burgeoning belly. And I could see that because the way our house is pitched, it's on a little bit of a hill. And this person, her, was taking pictures of our home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then she backs out. She reverses the car to go back to where she came from. At that point, I can't believe what my life is about to turn into. I am like screaming like a raving lunatic. And what would you do? What would you do? There was nobody for me to call for a second opinion. There was nobody to call. My
And so at that point, I had apologized to Jaguar about her husband. And I told her, I broke it down. This is what it was. Girl, nobody was interested in him. I mean, not me particularly, but I can't say nobody wanted him because the SO girl, the Fifi girl, and her previous male friends, now peep that, her previous male friends, Denai, King Payne, SDW, they pranced her man around on their panels. I mean, everybody got their one in. Have y'all saw one interview with him on my panel? I'll wait.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about it.
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my
If
cabin.
I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
better learn. You best learn or you gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so within closing, let me say this. You are responsible as a CC of the content that you put out. You are responsible for the content that you put out. If somebody goes over and visits someone's panel, the opinions and of course everything will be allegedly, but the opinions are of the guests. Everybody has an opinion. You got an opinion about somebody, that's why you have a channel. So don't I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Don't come for the queen because I'm nothing to play with. And I'm at a level right now where you will get cut off without notice. You will get cut off without a notice. Let's keep it funky. I'm not playing those games with you all. Those little back and forth, those little tips and taps, grow up. I'm not interested in trying to battle a 50 plus woman when this woman is misleading our generation. This woman is misleading our generation. She's so stuck up in drama. Why aren't you out here trying to teach the younger girls about hygiene, about caring for their bodies, about self-respect and things like that? No, you want to sit up online and drink Casamigos and live like you just turned 21, like you just had your sweet 16. That's how you act. All of y'all are some modern day slaves. The ones that had took that money and was doing those dirty deeds, you're a modern day slave. And what Kanye said, slavery is a choice. And y'all made the choice to take money from somebody to go at other people and just to be downright evil and dirty to them. And y'all said that was a good deed.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my
I
cabin.
crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
All right. We are back. And on that note, I want to leave you guys with this. No matter what it is that you're going through, right? You don't have to wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to be mad at the world because something didn't work out for me. Sometimes you just got to trust the process. Sometimes you just have to tap into your faith. And you only need a faith of a side of a mustard seed. If you don't want to know what a mustard seed is, go and Google up what a mustard seed is. That's the size of faith that you could have. You don't have to live in chaos. And you wondering why you have all these health issues. You know what I'm saying? The first step is admitting that something is wrong. The second is getting that, checking for resources and getting that help. And 3 is trusting the process. 4 is going through the process. And 5 is wait on those results. Because I can tell you, if you go through the process honestly, you can definitely benefit. And I'm telling you guys this because I've been there, I've done that. It's very easy to get traction and do shock value and sit up here and go against your sisters and brothers or say the most malicious things about them. And, you know, at the end of the day, you still have to log off. So where does all that energy go? It transforms. So be mindful of the energy that you're around and the energy that you are taking in and that you yourself are entertained with. What I do is something different that most can't do. I give commentary-cation. Giving commentary and I'm educating you. Because sometimes you have to make things funny for other people to understand and get it. Everybody learns different. But you can laugh about something, but if you're laughing about something, if you know, it'll return back to you out of the blue. And it could be shit. It could be a month or two later and you just laughing. Somebody looking at you, what you laugh? Oh, I'm just thinking about something. You see how that works? All right. So in closing, we are going to close out with our daily devotional. A God of unwavering love, we are precious in the sight of our Heavenly Father. February 3rd, 2024. Zephaniah 3:16-17. Today's passage gives us a beautiful promise. The Lord your God is in your midst, a victorious warrior. He will rejoice over you with joy. He will be quiet in his love. He will rejoice over you with shouts of joy. Verse 17. This verse paints a picture of God not only as a powerful warrior, but also as a tender and loving father who delights in his children. When we face trials, we can find comfort in knowing that God stands by us as a victorious warrior. He fights on our behalf, triumphing over adversity and defeating the forces that seek to harm us. In his strength, we discover resilience, courage, and hope. At the same time, God reveals his gentler side. He exults over us with joy, taking delight in our growth and successes. Even in our imperfections, we are tenderly embraced by his unconditional acceptance and reminded that we're cherished with immeasurable love. When we feel alone or unheard, God's love is there. He loves us, not from a distance, but intimately, as a compassionate father who knows our heart's deepest longings and whispers words of comfort to our soul. And that was our daily devotional today. Thank you all for coming by. To our royals, we want to definitely thank you for coming by and fellowshipping with us, engaging. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And on that note, catch us here a little bit later. And I am your host, Queen Tulsa. And to all our royals and staff and heirs, and to our guests, thank you for not parking on the lawn and parking in the driveway. Until next time, so long.